Hey everyone, this is Hack the Gamer and welcome back to Home Arcade News and Reviews. Today we're going to be checking out the Terminator 2 Home Arcade, the one we've all been waiting for. Maybe, probably some of us haven't been. But yeah, I'll talk about that a little later. But first we're going to be starting off watching this video of it, just to get a feel for it. So I'm just going to tell you, you stand up and it's 2-player, the guns aren't mounted on. So yeah, here's a bit of the gameplay, but because the guns aren't mounted on and it actually has like a cord, one of you could stand back and that's like a difference from the first one where they were mounted on to where you're not as close to someone else when you play it. So you could see like those guys were. Here's a little bit more gameplay, but yeah. So you have that. That's pretty cool. And here's where the pre-order started. But yeah, that's a cool difference from the original one. But also, I know you're gonna be fighting T-1000 at the end, and you're playing as Terminators, protecting John Connor, and so you have that. So you're protecting him from the Terminators. Also, we're going to be talking about that a little later, but you have this. So, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, I would suggest getting like LED lights behind your cabinets. It kind of brings out the feeling, because if you could choose this like instead of normal lights, and I'd suggest LED lights because they're a lot dimmer. And you can change the color of them, and it just like makes everything pop more and stuff like that. So yeah, I would suggest LED lights. But here's the feature. So yes, it does have a Wi-Fi leaderboard, which that's pretty cool, because then you can actually have the fact that there's only one game on this, which I'll talk about that a little more later. It gives you like the opportunity. Like, it makes you want to play it again to get on the leaderboard. Unless you really don't care, then I don't know why you bought it in the first place. But it also has, the 2-player with force feedback, meaning like when you shoot, it will start vibrating. The gun will start vibrating, that's pretty cool. A light up marquee, which is this which is this top part of it. And then you have a riser, which, if you don't know, it's the thing that rises it. I mean, come on. So you have that, and then here's a look at. So here's the old one. This is what it looked like. So yeah, it is a tad wider than the first one, and here's what it looks like now. The home version. Now, here's what you've all been waiting for. So you have, like, the release date is expected next year in February, on February the 5th. That's when it's expected to be released. And here's another look at it. But down here, if I scroll down to included, this one game, they only added one game for it to cost what? Almost $700, like 1 cent away from $700, and only to have one game on it. It's kind of like mind-blowing. But the cost is actually $766 after tax. So yeah, you have that. So yeah, it is a lot. It's 2-player though, but it's still like I was thinking about. And by the way, none of this is confirmed, or none of these are facts. But I'm saying it like either hopefully in the what, like 4 months around 4 months we have left until the expected release date. Hopefully they reconsider and add a second game, at least one more game to it, or even if it's like an Easter egg game on it, or to where you have to beat this game and then a second game will like open up or unlock to where you can play it on this. I mean, that would be pretty cool and annoying at the same time. But yeah, so this one was a must-have for us. Like ever since we started making our home arcade, we were saying if they ever came out with the Terminator 2 or Killer Instinct cab, then we would have to buy it. So like you have to ask yourself if it would if it completes your arcade room, or if it's you have to buy it for like nostalgia or something like that. So you have to ask yourself that it may hurt you in the wallet for buying it, especially for one game. But you just have to ask yourself, is it like if it's truly worth getting? And if you don't, then you don't have to buy it and you can just wait for the next game. But if you do, and yeah, you can get it, and you can hope that before those 4 months are over for the a release date, or at least when they're expecting it, that they reconsider and maybe add a second game onto it. But yeah, it was a must-have for us. So we're obviously gonna get it, or we already pre-ordered it. But yeah, if they don't, well, we're still gonna play it, and we're still gonna do a review on that whenever it does come out, and whenever we do finally get it and put it together. So we're gonna do that whenever. So just be expecting Terminator, and a Killer Instinct review. Make sure if you have any thoughts you wanna say or questions about it, make sure to comment down below. And yeah, that would conclude it, and see you next time.
Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and also make sure to watch the behind the scene footage, or else. Yeah, like he said, terminated.